What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for June 11th, 2020. So the day is finally here, guys. We are probably, by the time this comes out, just hours and hours away from anniversary event going live. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have to kind of dig deep a little bit to see what you're going to be getting completely free to play in this event and what is, gated by pay to win type stuff. But overall, a lot of great stuff for free, but we'll jump into it and start off with the daily rewards. So the daily rewards are going to be the normal 3 heroic scrolls, but you are also going to be getting 5 magic silver coins. So if you remember from the other day, this is for the scratch off game. We'll go over that later on because it actually plays a pretty important role in both the currency and potential Russell Hero copies. So that's not too bad. We're going to be getting that for the first week, I believe, only the first week. The summoning event. So, of course, as always, the chances for Drake is double, or bonus chances for Drake, and then all 5 stars have a double chance of being pulled. The one nice thing they have added here is pretty much a fail-safe system. So you are now guaranteed 1 copy of Drake every 500 scrolls. So even those of you who had the worst of luck, you're guaranteed to, at the 500th scroll, if you have not gotten a copy of Drake, you will get one now. So that is really great to see. I can't tell you how many times I feel like in the past we went to like 600 or so and we're like, oh, this is getting a little nervous. We're not finding them, but it does look like they put a little fail safe in, so that is nice. Of course, we do have the normal summoning event rewards, 500 per loot, with him at 400, and an awesome Guru copy at 200. Not like anybody really cares about that, but it is the normal summoning event. For the Flash event, so this is the one we talked about the other day. Of course, we were pretty accurate as far as the prices go. Granted, I was hoping Michelle and Dasmog would be like dirt cheap because let's be honest, they're pretty dirt. They're pretty bad, but you can get either one of them are for 5,500, Penny for 5,500, Mim and Belrain are 6,000, and then that Amun-Ra copy is 6,500. So you do have a chance to grab them here if by chance you have not lit them up for the other event that's going on, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Of course, second week of Grey Dwarf's Blessing, so grab that gear, whether it's Assassin or Ranger or whatever you need, make sure you grab it. The Palace of Eternity is going to be opening up as well, so for those of you who did the Sherlock summons and essentially, I guess you didn't have to because you could get some of the currency, the Eternal Crystals for free, but if you did spend the money, get the extra keys, you will be able to swap any one of these heroes, Carrie, Olivia, Delacium, Ithaca, or Sherlock for either Drake or for Russell. So either one of them you can swap immediately. That is great. Costs 10 crystals per copy. And of course, just like in the past, if you have an E5 Sherlock or E5 Delacium, Olivia, you can straight swap them with 9 crystals worth, so 90 crystals. You can swap them directly into an E5. That's a good deal when you're swapping into a lighter dark. Talk about not needing food. It's amazing. Of course, we have those value packages as well. So they do have the anniversary currency, which is kind of sad to see. I was hoping we wouldn't see them here, but we do. But we'll go into that anniversary currency here shortly. So let's jump on over to the anniversary promise next. So this is essentially what you can get completely for free just for unlocking heroes. So you just need to light up 10 avatars of the 5-star heroes. So I don't know if there's going to be specific ones when the event goes live, or like this, it's just 10 of them. You get that awesome little Lutz logo, the avatar, and some gems. If you light up 20, you get 10 heroic scrolls, but then it starts getting really good. So, and the Michelle Dasmog, not a big deal. But if you get Mim Belrain, Penny Amun-Ra, those each will give you a light or dark 5-star. So dark for the Mim Belrain, light for the Amun-Ra Penny, plus a few relics to go along. And then if you do get both of the new heroes, just unlock 1 copy of each of them, you will get 50 exclusive artifact shards and 10 more relics. So not too bad at all. And we also have the 4th anniversary card. So this one's really good. You see you get essentially 1,000 gems and 100,000 gold per day. But the gold is not just 100,000 gold per day. At least in the past, it's been 100,000 gold times your level. So for me, I'm like in the 270s. It's like 25 million a day, something like that. But the one really big thing is 4 feathers per day. So that means you're going to get 60 relics just from the card, which is a hero copy. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So yeah, let's go over the magic show next. So the magic show is the event currency, or one of the ways to get the event currency. So this is the one where you can buy scratch off tickets, a maximum of 1,000 you can buy at 150 gems per coin. So that's a lot of coins and a lot of gems. But so basically, if you match 3 heroes of the same faction, you get 4-star shards. If you match 4 of the same, you get 50 5-star shards. So you get a free 5-star. Now the next one is the 5 heroes from 5 different factions. So I think we've decided it's about a 4% chance to get that one, to get 10 of the currency, which is essentially 1/5 of a card flip on the big event. So yeah, potentially you can get more of the event currency here if you're gonna do it. Again, you're gonna get some every day anyway. But the big one here is that Russell copy. So 5 heroes from the same faction. I want to say the percentage is something crazy low, like 0.3%. So just theoretically, if you were to do every coin possible, throw in like, what's that, 150,000, like 150,000 gems, you will probably get 2 to 3 Russell copies as well. Unless you get insanely lucky or unlucky, you should come away with 2 to 3 extra Russell copies. Again, that's a crazy amount of gems. I know we've seen those pictures on Reddit of people with like 150, 200,000 gems. And we're like, how do they do that? This might be the time to do it. This might be the time to do it, because not only are you getting these rewards, you're also getting all those 3 stars, which is amazing too. So let's take a look at the other way to get the anniversary currency, and that is this right here. So we have the Be With Us event. Interesting event, definitely interesting. Of course, you can get them from doing the heroic scrolls and the prophet orbs. That's where you get a big chunk of them. But getting 5 stars, doing quests, using certain numbers of gold, spirit, dust, things like that as well. I did a little bit of translation here. If you do not do any heroic scrolls or prophet orbs, you will net 290 of the currencies, which is essentially 5 flips. We'll go over what that gets you in a minute. But if you do everything on this board, everything, it will, besides what you get for badges and stuff like that, you will net 200 million gold in the positive, which is awesome. You will, oh, and just so you know, actually, I need to take a second while you're looking at this. This English one is incorrect, so we're going to swap over. We probably already did when I did my editing. The English version is completely wrong. The Chinese version is accurate, so I'll leave the Chinese one up just so you know. But you can net 200 million gold. You actually end up in the negative by 40 million spirit, if I did my math right, I think. But of course, you're going to be building the heroes anyway, so you're going to use it. Not a big deal, but you do end up in the negative, whereas in the gold, you actually end up in the positive. You get 50,000 purple goo. That's good. That is, wait. Did I do that math right? Hold on. We need to do some math on the fly here. So I think this is completely wrong. No, yeah. I definitely typed that wrong. It is 50,000 purple goo. I wrote 50 million, and I'm like, it's just Barry doing Barry things. So you will net 50,000 purple goo. You will get 19,000 dust, 800 gems, 20,000 monster souls, and 4,000 chaos stones. So not too bad. I mean, that's all just in the positive just for doing these things. Not too bad. Of course, you need to build heroes. You know, you got to use the dust. You got to use branch swaps. But you should be doing that anyway, as well as arena tickets. Quests as well. Luckily, there's only 1 7-star quest, so that's not too bad. But, yeah, as far as the Lucky Anniversary event goes, this is what the rewards will be. So you have those 40 cards. You flip them over. And at the top section there, you see the chances of pulling something. So there's 8 Russell copies in there. There's a light and dark chest where you can actually, looks like, pick whatever hero you want. A bunch of dummies, a couple 9-star dummies, some other elite shards, Not too bad, not too bad at all. And then down the bottom are the extras. So it's kind of like a checklist. As you complete card flips, you get extra things. I did mention if you don't do any heroic scrolls or any profit orbs this week, you will still, as long as you can do all the other events, net 290 currency just from this week. That's not counting what next week will hold as well. That gives you five flips. Means everybody is getting a free antlers cane. Free antlers cane. That's like one of the best PvP or PvE artifacts for a lot of heroes right now. So just by doing those quests from the previous section we just saw, you can get an antlers cane absolutely free. Now, if you do heroic scrolls and you do all the other events, but you don't do profit orbs, you will end up with 490. If you do profit orbs but not heroic scrolls, you'll end up with 400. So either way, you're not quite getting to that new Sherlock skin. But if you do both, if you do all of them, you will end up with 12 flips from the first week, which means you're going to get close to that first Russell copy on there. So we'll have to see. I'll have to see what the second week brings, because just a reminder, guys, some of you guys are probably like, oh, but I thought we could get tons of rewards. There's still going to be a pay aspect to it for sure, but I do feel like getting 15 to 20 might be possible between the 2 weeks. You get that extra Russell copy. You have more chances to get Russell copies. Are you going to get an E5 without spending? Probably not, but you'll get some copies, I feel like. And I mean, there's probably someone lucky out there. I think technically, I mean, it's a really low chance, but you can do 8 flips and get 8 Russell copies. I know it's not going to happen. I'm sure there's going to be one person on Reddit that posts it, but it is possible. But yeah, we'll have to see what else we can get later in the next week of the event. Plus, you never know, you might get super lucky with your coin scratch-off tickets as well and get some more there. So getting up to 15 might not be unheard of. In the first week, it probably won't happen for people who are not spending money on those value packages, but we'll have to wait and see. Hold judgment to the second week, because even last year's anniversary, when we saw the first week spoilers, we were like, this event's going to cost so much. But then after the second week came through, we're like, okay, you still have to pay, but it's not horrible. So either way, I mean, people are walking away with gold, spirit, dust, gems. They're walking away with a lot of different stuff. More 4-star, 5-star, and 3-star fodder. You're walking away with an antlers cane 100% free. So if you're one of those free-to-plays out there, or you didn't save enough scrolls, you're still walking away with an antlers cane. And in my books, that is an awesome event. But guys, the big information we need to go over: the 2 new heroes. So let's first take a look at, we'll look at Drake first, since he's the one that's 100% free to play. If you got the 200 or 2,000 scrolls, you should get him. So let's take a quick minute, look at his video, and then we'll jump into his. Drake, he looks badass. Once again, everybody thank Wally and thank Vorak, I believe it is. Thank both of them for doing some translations on this for us to get the exact abilities. But we have the active ability for our amazing new Drake hero. Devouring Energy deals X% attack damage and X% of target's max HP as bonus damage to 2 targets, and then inflicts them with a black hole mark. If the target already has black hole mark, it deals X% of max health instead, so it kind of instantly hits it. But what the black hole does is it accumulates all the damage that the target received in the past 2 rounds, and then bursts, or not in the past 2, in the following 2 rounds. And then it does a huge burst damage. Cannot exceed 1,500 or 4,000% attack based on if it was applied by the basic or active. But guys, this is a mark. This means it can kill people through Unbending Will, because mark damage ignores that. It's really interesting because the wording they put it, accumulates all damage. So does that mean it nullifies the damage and absorbs it? Or does the damage go through and then also have that multiplicative one at the end of 2 rounds? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But he sounds really cool. I know GDP is psyched to build this guy. So if he's psyched to build him, I want to see what he can do. But we have Void Energy. So he will have plus attack, crit damage, skill damage, control immunity, and speed. So no damage reduce. And he's an assassin. That might be for a bad time, but we'll see. His other passive is Lethal Strike. His basic attack deals X% attack damage to the lowest HP enemy and inflicts Black Hole Mark again. So it only hits 1 target, I believe. Not that good. So his active hits 2. His basic hits 1. So it's not a lot, but it can be absolutely devastating. And then, of course, the last one, Shadow Ambush. When Drake deals active or basic attack, it gives himself 1 stack of Shadow Cloak, while also reducing the defensive stats of the enemy with the lowest health. So what the Shadow Cloak does is it gives Drake an X% chance to dodge, pretty much like carry. Yeah, this could be interesting. This could be interesting. Dodge is a very, very powerful ability. I'm just, the only thing holding me back here is he is an assassin, so it's a little scared in today's meta. Assassins just don't seem to live long enough, but we'll have to see how he works out. Again, he's a free-to-play one. Make sure you watch both. Myself tonight on stream, and GDP I think is streaming tomorrow as well. So definitely check those out to see if he is worth building. But overall, the rewards are pretty good. But the big one is the pay-to-win hero. We got to go see what Russell is all about. So let's jump into his video right now. So that is Russell, and Russell looks really strong. Really gonna be interesting to see how he works out. His active ability, Arrow of Glory, is kind of interesting. So he charges up when he uses his active, gaining self crit and damage reduce. Interesting. When he is in that charged up form, he cannot be affected, or rather he can't gain energy, and he cannot be crowd control. So he's pretty much immune to crowd control, gains that damage reduce ability, doesn't gain any energy by getting attacked or anything like that. But then in the next round, he unleashes his charged attack, dealing X% attack to all enemies, and also gains 4 stacks of Arrow of Light, which we'll go over here in a little bit. But man, so he goes, if this hero could be huge. Divine Purification is his passives, plus attack, holy damage, crit damage, control immunity, and speed. So really offensive. The speed is interesting. If he outspeeds carry, you could essentially run him with an energy artifact and guarantee that attack gives off round 1. But if he's slower than carry, you're probably going to want to run him with like a crown or something like that. Not really sure, but it'll be really interesting to see what his base speed is and his boosted speed from his passive. So we do have the Arrow of Light right here. So basic attack gives him a self buff of another 4 stacks of Arrow of Light. I believe he just hits 1 target, but we don't necessarily know just yet. But what Arrow of Light actually does is when using a basic or active attack, it expends all stacks to deal assist, so kind of like follow-up hits against the lowest health target for X% attack damage per stack. So I don't know if that's just 1 application of damage or if it hits multiple times. Similar to Garuda, if it hits multiple times, it could be another way to bust through Unbending Will shields very, very easily. So be interesting to see. And then his last passive, Blinding Light at the start of battle has a % chance to inflict blindness on 2 targets with the lowest HP. Last for 1 round. At the end of the round, it heals him for X% of attack, and he gains 1 stack of Arrow of Light. So, yeah, it's interesting. So it's at the beginning of battle, so I'm guessing that means it's a one and done type thing right at the beginning of battle, and that's it. Interesting. Oh, nope, sorry. I guess I'm a little off. Also has a % chance to inflict blindness on the target with the lowest HP for 1 round. I think that might mean when attacking. We need a little more clarification on this one, because if it works off as active and hits everybody, that could be huge. It depends on what that % chance is. It's probably like a 30% or something like that. We'll have to see. But what blindness does is heroes inflicted by this debuff have their basic and active attacks changed to only target 1 random target. So this will ignore taunt. So if the person's taunted by Unimax and also has blind, it's going to hit someone besides Unimax. And then the damage will stay the same for that attack. So really interesting. This could be kind of huge. Depending on what % that is and how it's applied. I cannot wait till tonight, guys. I cannot wait. Guys, make sure you come by the Twitch stream tonight. We are over on Twitch, Barry Gaming TTV. Go hit that follow right now. It's going to be the first link in the description. Want to make sure you get there right at time. We're going to go live at 8:30 p.m. We're going to start off by doing a account tune-up for Wally. You know Wally. Wally's the one that's in those little descriptions right there. Yeah, Wally did all that translation for us today yet again. So we're going to jump on, do some stuff for him, give a little back to Wally, and then we'll jump into the event. We'll do the heroic summoning scrolls. We'll do all the quests. We'll even do scratch-offs. We will build Drake. We will swap into Russell, maybe even build a Russell. I don't know, because guys, we're gonna whale. If you want to see what whaling does on this event, definitely come by 8:30 tonight. We're gonna be having tons of giveaways. We're gonna be giving away anniversary cards. We are going to be giving away tons of memberships to our Discord through Twitch subs. So if you want a Twitch sub, come on by, guys. We are going to have a lot of gifted subs. I'm even giving gifted subs out as well. So hopefully I see you guys there. I can't wait to see what we can get the second week of the event as well. But let's start with the first one and see where it goes. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I know I stumbled through it a little bit. It's been a rough day, but tonight will be better, right? Tonight will be better. So come on by that stream, and I'll see you guys later tonight.